And hello.
To Witcher 3 and the next session. I have got quest on the go here now. The Beast of White Orchard. But right now I was thinking I'm riding along this road and I found this hut and there's a yellow exclamation.
Hey, anyone home?
So there's something to do here.
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived. Walked right in like 'twere his own. Was standing at my window, peering at the goings-on. He must avoid me, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. But I sees he ain't listening. Just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. He's right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
Interesting, then what happened?
Interesting. What happened then?
Afore dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come morn, only the first fella left, locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him, and me pan. 'Twere old, black with soot, not worth much, I suppose, but I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow, well, that he's lying there.
Fine, I'll help you.
Never taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around. You should wait here, just in case.
Frying pan, spick and span. There it is. In truth, Geralt would often take on more banal tasks. By way of example, once in White Orchard, he was hired to retrieve a woman's frying pan. Yeah. Gotta break in. You want me to break in? Armed, maybe? So, what have we got? Rotting flesh. Let's get some light in here.
A corpse. Explains the stench.
There's a corpse in here. Look around inside the hut. Search the hut.
His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing. Nothing.
Diagram split note. And a torn out page. Quest updated to very invaluable. Oh, that's a treasure hunt. Suggested level 4, not high enough yet. Are those web cards? Can't pick them up.
Documents. Almost entirely burnt. A few pieces still legible.
Burnt papers. Something, and when you arranged to meet you, effing show up. I did, risking my life and the entire blasted operation, and ended up standing there with my plowing in my hands, waiting for nothing. I thought the Nilfgaardian army was better organised than that, but you illegible. Tell that blessed Lord General of yours that me and my companions don't hold grudges, so we won't break off negotiations. But since our own plan's gone tits up, this time we'll choose the time and place for the next meeting.
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barmy.
Oh! Found the frying pan.
Ah, the priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it to make ink, write letters.
Found the pan, have ye?
Just a second. Well, I said just got to return it to her now.
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here, sonny, for the road.
Oh.
nice white fish for supper. Or a pint.
5 baked apples. And 5 bread, that coming out. 5 apple juice. Now, from here, how's things looking? I'm going back to the Beast of White Orchard now. Ask the hunter where he found the bodies. I've got to visit the hunter and the herbalist. So, herbalist first.
Faster.
Ooh. Whoa!
Hey there.
Alright. The herbalist.
Anyone home?
Must be out hunting.
Alright, so go.
Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Oh.
Let's follow the trail.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Why not?
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now.
Since the war started. Soldier on the march. He'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kicking, passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies. But they, too late, attacked another one.
They're up in. You did good, eh? Didn't need them.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Before what?
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I... we loved each other. Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
Griffin, know anything about it?
Not much. Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
When you've gained a certain number of experience points, you advance to the next level. You get experience points for killing monsters and completing quests. You receive ability points every time you gain a level. Using these points you can acquire new abilities or improve ones you already have. An ability's color indicates what branch it belongs to. Select an ability and develop it. So you can, combat. So the different trees. There's combat, science, alchemy, the general tab, and mutagens. Interesting, yes. So I'm now level 2.
Was here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Examine the signs. Using the circumstances.
Ground's black, saturated with blood. Elf Guardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. A camp. These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Elf Guardians, probably.
That's the fast travel thing. Don't really want to do that right now, do I? Old bean drinking will lead to Grandpa's hand out.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least.
Aha.
Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Bones. Horse. Dog. Human. A few months' worth.
Healing? And I picked up a book as well. Of course. Not a bad sword, slightly higher damage and a 5% chance to cause bleeding.
Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other Griffin must be a male. Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area.
Never underestimate your opponent. This rule is at the core of Witcher's His likewise work for the right conclusions. Blacksmiths, forge weapons, armor. First updated. Ask the be a herbalist. Ask the herbalist about buckthorn. Move the next steps.
Slow now.
Yes, this is the place. Come here. So I am ready for the next session. Witcher 3. Thanks for watching. See you next time.